Hey guys, it's Sabrina. So today I wanted to do a video about test anxiety and how to keep calm before your test, considering my big test is coming up soon, as you guys know. I'm so excited to be done, but I'm not excited that it's already here. I don't know, it's like a love-hate kind of thing right now. Like, I'm excited because I know that in a week I'm officially on summer vacation. I can relax, I don't have to study anymore. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle myself though. Like, I'm so used to like studying and having a schedule. It kind of feels like good to like know what you're doing with your day every single day. So I'm gonna have like a lot of free time. It's gonna be weird. But anyway, it's only a month. Thank God school starts in a month after that and I can get back to a schedule where I continue to study. I'm a weirdo, but I do kind of enjoy studying, I guess. Like, it's kind of fun. Like, you're learning something new and you're understanding something better, and like the more you like review and understand something, the better you feel about it. So I've been enjoying studying actually this summer. The only thing that I don't enjoy is the fact that this test is such a big deal, and when I started thinking about that, I started getting test anxiety and start freaking out. So I'm trying not to think of it that way this time around, because last time around I did let my test anxiety get to me on MCAT day, and I know I did not do my best because of that. It was just not a good day. Like, it was not a good day. So hopefully this time I just, have a better day, have a better MCAT score because of that too. So I hope it goes a lot better. But anyway, this time around I do feel a lot more confident too, which definitely helps like subside your test anxiety. If you know that you know something really well and you've been studying for something super hard and you feel good about the topic and material and stuff, then that kind of minimizes your test anxiety. Like, I've noticed that. With subjects that I'm good at, I feel good. I'm like confident and I'm okay with it. With subjects that I'm not good at, I start freaking out. And especially in classes, even in classes when I have like big tests in classes or finals in classes that like are my hardest classes, I get so nervous and I start freaking out. But if I like have an easy test, like a psychology test or something like, or like a Gen Chem test, I always feel like good about those. I was like, yeah, I know the stuff, it's gonna be super easy. And I just didn't worry as much, and I felt like I did better on those tests too because of that. Whereas when I started worrying about tests like physics, I started freaking out, panicking, second guessing myself, and always like choosing the wrong answers or doing something wrong because I was freaking out instead of like focusing. And even when I take practice tests, like when I'm taking practice tests for the MCAT, I start feeling like that test anxiety, and it's a practice test, but I'm like, no, this is not a practice test, this is a real thing. Your score right now is going to tell you what you're going to get on the real MCAT, so you better do amazing or else you're doomed. That's what I think, which is not like, you just don't think that, but I do think that. So then I get a lot of test anxiety as I'm taking my test. I start freaking out, I don't concentrate, I don't read the passage, I'm like, no, I can't read this passage, I gotta read the question faster, time is running out, and stuff like that, and then I do really bad. Like, I've noticed that. And then tests where I'm just like chill, like, this is just a practice test, like, whatever, like, it doesn't really matter what you get, this is just for fun or for practice to, like, do more problems. I do so well on those tests, and I'm like, I have so much extra time too, like, to go over and check my answers, which never happens when I'm taking like a practice test, because I freak myself out so much. I don't have enough time and I take up like every single second. But when I like take a test pretty calmly and don't think about it too much, like I do a lot better. Like, everything comes easier. I can think more. I can like process like the tricks that they're trying to incorporate in the question, like, oh, maybe this isn't the answer because they're trying to trick me and stuff like that, and I think of it more instead of just being like, yeah, I don't know, but this sounds good, like, yep, and then going on. And so I've noticed that too, and I've been working on that the past couple of weeks, just being more calm while I'm taking my tests. And the way I've been doing that is doing a lot more practice problems and just like working on it, taking it slow, making sure I get the right answer, making sure I know how to do it. And then don't get stuck on questions that you don't know how to do. I do that all the time. I like the MCAT because you can like mark a question that you don't know. You can also do this on a real test, you can circle it. Anyway, so I really like the whole circling aspect, checking aspect, marking aspect, like on the MCAT and stuff, because you can always go back. And I feel like when you go back and look at the problem again, it makes more sense. You're not freaking out as much, because when you don't get something, you start freaking out, panicking. You're like, oh my god, I'm not going to get this right. I don't know the answer to this. And so many times I've gone back to a question and been like, oh, duh, like, duh, that's what I was asking, of course. So that I'm like, I know what to do and I get the right answer. And then sometimes I go back and I'm like, yep, still don't know. And then I'm just like, gonna guess. And sometimes I guess right, which when I guess right, it's amazing because I'm literally the world's worst guesser. Like, I cannot guess for the life of me. I feel like I picked the most illogical answer when I guess, because I'm like, yeah, at this point it doesn't even matter. I might as well pick the craziest option, and then it's not right. But if I do guess right, I'm like, yes, like, Yes, life is working today, Sabrina. So that doesn't happen often. I get super excited when I guess right. Another way to minimize test anxiety is to try to relax, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing the day before the MCAT, is just taking the day off to not do anything, to not study, to just do what my favorite things, I guess. Like, I'm going to go hang out with Alex, and we're going to go like to the lake and just relax and have a nice calm day. I'm also going to get up super early so that I'm super tired at night, because I can't sleep when I'm really nervous, and like I think about stuff all night long, and I'm such an overthinker, and then I start worrying, and then I can't fall asleep because my brain's so active with thinking and stuff. So I have that problem, and I've noticed it even while I'm studying for the MCAT. I get it. It's not as bad, but I do get it. So I'm going to try to make myself super tired just so I can fall asleep and not overthink, and hopefully get a good night's sleep before the MCAT, because it's super early. You gotta be there by like 7:30, and the test starts at 8, but last time I started at 7:30, so I'm probably just gonna leave earlier and start earlier, because I do better in the morning. Like, I feel like I'm better focused in the morning. Even when I study, I'm better focused in the morning. I'm not as drained out, so I like doing things earlier in the morning. And so that also helps. Trying to get a good night's sleep before a big test is so important. And that can be done by making sure to relax before bed, working out before bed, listening to music. I love listening to music. I do that like every single night. I'll listen to like a couple of my favorite songs that are like calming and quiet, and then I'll get tired and sleepy to it, and then I'll fall asleep after I stop listening to the song. And that works a lot. So like just listening to your favorite songs, that calms you down. You feel good, you feel in your element. Sometimes reading before bed can help, unless it's a super good book and then you can't put it down, so don't do that. Sleepy time tea, love that stuff. I drink it like a crazy person, but it really does help, and they have so many different options at like Walmart and stuff, so go check those out. They're really good. There's like different flavors too, and people say lavender helps to calm you down. I really like lavender teas and smoothies and stuff, and they're super good. Like lavender, I don't know, I like it. Alex says it tastes like perfume, and maybe it does, but I think it tastes really good. Definitely enjoy that. So if that works to calm you down, then go for it, and just make sure. Also, if you really can't sleep, there's melatonin, which is like more of a natural like sleeping aid that's supposed to help you fall asleep. Sometimes I take that too, and that helps sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work. I feel like it definitely still depends on my brain. Like if I want to sleep, I'll sleep. If I don't, then I won't. So it's still up to you in the end, I feel like. But you can try those stuff out too if you have problems sleeping, if you're really anxious. Confidence is really hard because we're all really hard on ourselves, especially if you're like a type A personality like me. We're really hard on ourselves, and we always want to be the best, do the best. We can't mess up. We're perfectionists and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard. But just don't be so hard on yourself. We're only human. We make mistakes. We're not perfect, and it's okay. So try not to like get discouraged if you don't do as well as you thought you would on a test, because you can definitely make up for it next time, and you can like kill the next test, so don't worry about it. Sometimes, you know, we just have a bad day, and that's how I've been thinking about it since I took my last MCAT and I didn't do well, and I was really upset, and I like was so sad, and I felt like I couldn't do this anymore. Medical school wasn't for me anymore. Obviously this is a sign. And then I just like changed my mindset around. I was like, no, that's not how you think. You know, you have to be positive. You have to think. Sometimes you just have a bad day. You're human. You make mistakes. You're not going to get the perfect score the first time around. Some people do, and some people don't. And just because you didn't doesn't mean that you can't go to med school. Doesn't mean that you're not good enough for med school. So I just had to sit down and think about that, because we are so hard on ourselves, and we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves. So yeah, definitely try to be more positive and more optimistic if you're like me. And I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing anything else, or I don't think I have anything else to say about it, but I hope you guys find this video helpful, and good luck to you. No matter what test it is, if it's a big test like the MCAT, or if it's just like a regular test but it's still in a hard class, I get it. I am always so anxious and so nervous, but I've been working on that, because I've noticed that in the end, when you're more calm and more like you feel more confident about yourself and your ability, you do way better. And so there's so many psychological reasons for that. Like I can go into like the different hormones you release when you're under stress and all that stuff, and like what you activate your sympathetic system, but I'm gonna calm down because I talk about the MCAT way too much. Like, I'm such a nerd at this point. I talk to everyone about the MCAT. I'll be like, yeah, I can explain why you're acting like that. It's called projection psychology. And then I'm like, yeah, you're releasing the stress hormone cortisol because you are anxious and now your glucose levels are going up. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I sound like such a weirdo. That's all I talk about at this point. So I can't wait to stop talking about the MCAT. But yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Good luck again on your test, and you're going to do amazing. I believe in you, so believe in yourself. I'll see you guys in my upcoming videos. Probably going to be filming after the MCAT to tell you guys how it went and my reaction to it. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are having a great summer. Bye guys.